Hey people, we are back for another chill stream. Let me get in the Discord um, so people can come on. Uh, you can see what I'm doing. Let's see, let's make sure this is going into my headphones. And of course, let's share this out. Of course, we need to go live area. So, how is everybody doing tonight? I know there's probably not even anybody here for me to ask that to as of yet. But hey, what the heck, right? Let's share on the Twitters or on a tweet. Let's copy. Let's actually share in Discord. See where the uh, do that. Of course, here we are. Let's put that down so we can see. So we need to bring up OBS so we can see the wonderful, wonderful chat.
How wonderful are you? I hope you're very wonderful.
And let's bring up thing here. Um, so yeah, it's a chill stream. It's a chill stream after all. And I'm just gonna be drawing whatever. I don't know what. Maybe we'll take some suggestions from the chat when the chat gets here. Let's. It's a very small brush. Nobody can see what I'm drawing, or very little. So So, I had a con this weekend. It didn't really go all that well, but the great thing is I didn't pay much to be there. So it was in Hamilton. It was like a 5 minute cab ride away. And the only reason I took the cab was because of all the crap I bring with me to sell all my fan art. Which I don't know whether it's worth bringing or not. Hey, good night, Spoon. How are you? Sleepy sheepy in the chat. So, what have you been up to, Mr. Spoon? Are you winning love by spoonlight? Fighting crime by spoonlight? or something like that. You are the one, Night Spoon. Spoon Night. Or may I ask the question, why are you saying goodnight to your spoon? Tell me your thoughts on the Van Gogh story. Working on a lot. The Van Gogh story. I have no idea what that is. Oh, working on getting Canadian Shield 2 and Snowdrift done. Well, more Snowdrift done at the moment. Um, colored. Um, as you probably may or may not remember, we actually have all of Canadian Shield finally done. So as long as things can get done on the time that I want, um, hopefully late this month or into early next month, we will be printing, having Snowdrift being printed up. While I'm finishing off the Canadian Shield. Two girls through tomatoes. Oh, that. Okay. Idiot. I don't know what they thought they were going to accomplish, but I'm sure they didn't. Unless they thought they were going to accomplish going to jail. I'm sure that happened. Because, you know, most people will just simply be appalled by what they did and not hear whatever message they were trying to spread. No different, different than the people that went into some grocery store, I think in Europe. I don't think it was in the States or Canada or whatever, and started opening jugs of milk and pouring them on the floor. From my perspective, I think they want it to be heard. Yeah, they wanted to be heard, but with what they did, they weren't. I don't know what they could do to actually be heard, but that certainly isn't it. Hey, Metal, how are you? And anybody that wants to come on, feel free. Of course, I'm in the on-air chat in um, my Discord, so it's a chill stream, just drawing and trying to talk to the chat, whoever might be here about whatever, anything and everything. And let's see, I think that that's something their parents were negligent in providing for them. What, milk? Or discipline? Or both? Or perspective? Or listening to them? Oh, listening. I got it finally. Just before you typed it. So, how are you tonight, Metal? What's new in the Metalverse? The X Dynamis Chaos. I am. So I was in the middle of coloring this one here, this page, getting it better. And I was on this one, and I got to color it in, the one in this. But I ended up noticing this little badge on tell me your thoughts on Amaranth and the phone call with her husband. Okay, didn't even hear about that. About the cult of Raven with this guy. So, although I did this on thing, I've decided now with seeing that little badge that this will end up being members of the cult of Raven. These guys. Who do we have for the cult of Raven from these guys? We have, of course, Dillard. I've been putting dubs on the first chapter of web comics as shorts on YouTube. Cool. We have Josh. You are. It's big news on the internet. I'm certain it would be in all talks. Yeah, well, shows how much I'm paying attention. And of course, metal. Although I haven't figured out who this guy in the black's going to be. I was recently just thinking he might be, but I'm not sure about that one because, he's not wrapped up. I don't really pay attention to e-thoughts either. Who do we think this guy should be? I was also thinking, but I'm not sure whether he was part of the cult of Raven. We could call him Crick Cricket. I know I spelled it wrong. What about people do you? What about people do you pay attention to those? Some of them, not all of them. So, any thoughts on? I miss Brother Cricket. Too many people to pay attention to. Well, he does his own shows, Brother Cricket. They're pretty laid back. So I was on Wise Guys this morning, entertainment about well, for the most part, my campaign more the Indiegogo one. Although we did talk, I did, do say a little bit about that. I'm not even sure who is isn't Cult of Raven anymore. A lot of people have abandoned us. I'm not sure we. I'm not sure we're thinking about the same person. Or maybe I'm thinking Jiminy Cricket, aka Illustration by Design, aka Jason Robinson. But there are some that are definite, but some are blurry. I'm actually thinking of using these four guys elsewhere at times. I like the sort of a villainous, evil A team type. Oh, that makes more sense than mine. So, and I am up to $309 Canadian. Um, on my Kickstarter, so I got $191 to go in like 10 days. So that's good. Um, Here is the cover to Snowdrift #2. At least the black and whites. And I'm the masked one could be Flit. He intentionally makes no one know anything about him, so he can't complain how he is depicted without giving clues. Ooh, good one. Okay, I think you have won it for it. So, Rick, how do you feel about the made up words like shrinkflation? Um, all right, I guess. I guess this. Well, I don't. I think I'll call him. Well, what's the last part of Flit's name? The Amarant. We'll call him the Amarant. Hey, Joshua. Wait, are those random thugs supposed to be the Cult of Raven? Well, they are now, all because when I was doing this guy here, I saw that Dylan put this Cult of Raven badge on this guy. So these thugs, to me, ended up becoming the cult of part of a Cult of Raven in my thing. And the big guy in the middle, we're going Dillard. The punk guy here or whatever, we're going metal. Now this is going to be Flit, Emerant, Define Cult. Yeah. And this is you, Joshua. All words evolve from somewhere. My issue with shrinkflation is that it doesn't give you a clue what it actually means. It exists just to be more confusing newspeak. At least I'm not the fact. Okay, so we'll go over here and continue working on whatever we're doing here.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, that's on the wrong thing.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Hold on. I need to change a setting so I'm being you're being heard in my headphones.
I can hear you, and you.
Okay, now you're in my headphones, not in not on my not on my speakers. Oh, I have no problem with that. Like I said, you're in my earphones, not my speakers. So the no. Um, there's the chat's fine. There's a lot. Seems to be there's three. I think only three people in the chat, but they are speaking. Not too many people on the panel yet. Yeah. Uh, 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 maybe just a tiny bit. You know, we always knew you were sick. I'm talking about whatever I'm talking about. Let's see. Good Night Spoon says, Rick, list the news stories that you are aware of so that I may question you about your opinions on said event. The only news event I'm following right now, sort of. Hello, Evanolog. How are you? The only one that I'm half following is the whole thing on the Canadian, whether Justin Trudeau was legit had a legitimate reason to use the Emergency Act here in Canada. Uh, it basically gives him power to do whatever. It gave him power to do whatever the hell he wanted without any consequence at the time. Basically, this is from when the truckers took over Ottawa or were protesting there. I am fine. I am good. Fine. Evan Log. Um, basically, he did. You know, tow truckers weren't wanting to tow the big trucks, and basically it ended up making the tow truck drivers, the companies, and all that forced them to do it when they didn't want to, along with other powers and all that. It gave him the right to seize people's bank accounts and uh, houses and finances, or freeze their bank accounts and all that. uh, who knows? I well, if you were listening, I was talking a little bit beforehand. Like I said, these are chill streams, like done host. Says Elvin Log. Good Night Spoon says, good old Trudy Rick. I have no idea what you're talking about. uh, yeah, cool. Yeah, yeah, homework. Oh, do you learn to become a knight? It's class, but at night. You clasp the knight. Well, it'd be better than having it at 6:20 a.m. Yeah, maybe. Okay. Evan Log puts a bunch of, I'm not sure what they are in the chat. Good Spoon says, you should also ban it at 420. And I get that, and I definitely get the reference. And I wouldn't care whether you banned it at 420 or not, because I don't do that. Hopefully, walk away. You. I was going to say, hopefully, walking away from it. Hey, Massive Panda, how are you? What's going on? We are doing our now, for the foreseeable future, Tuesday chill streams. Um, just anybody coming on the panel, talking about whatever comes up. Of course, interacting with the chat about whatever comes up again. And I, of course, am drawing whatever comes into my whacked little mind. And right now we got, so so far tonight I've drawn some sort of flying creature. Um, I drew two people seemed like they were falling from somewhere. Um, and now I'm drawing whatever this is. A Vulcan with freaked out hair. No, definitely not. And good night from Grace. Maybe, who knows? That's a fall from grace, I think he means. And he says, "Is it chilly where you are?" Um, a little bit. Not much yet. Really bad. I guess nighttime's probably chillier than daytime. But I'm not chilly willy. It's all right. Yeah, maybe if you maybe if you die on stream, it'll improve the ratings. I don't- Me, I will rob you of pastry and make her everything you didn't want or ever you did. Yeah. Uh, you have an evil voice in you. Uh, let's see. Metal says it's. Metal's saying it's 30 Fahrenheit where he is in Dallas or the Dallas area. Uh, Good Night Spoon is saying, I'm thinking about haunting a house this weekend. Oh, perhaps an entire town. I got to show something. I got this weekend. Hopefully, I can find it quick. Hold on, people. I'm not too far away, so but I can't really hear because I don't have my whatchamacallits on. Where did I put them? I hear you. You're saying hello and hello, Mighty Geek.
Alrighty, I guess I'll take over the show now. Hello, guys, girls, and everyone in between. Or heyo, guys, girls, and everyone in between. I guess this is my show now.
Yeah, but they can only see you. They can only hear you, not see you. And I'm back. So, there was somebody at the booth drawing beside me at the Comic Con that I was at on the weekend, and they drew something that I just had to get. Nope, a mummy. Yeah, well, I've had somebody do that. I got this mummy thinking of a friend. That. Well, that friend knows who they are, and they're seeing it right now. Nope. Nope. Maybe. But the fact that he's got hearts for eyes there, and whatever that other emoji is, might just be giving it away slightly. he I'm not sure. And I have no idea.
So is everyone your friend?
I try to be I'd say friendly to everybody. Now I know, technically I'm willing to become friends with, I'd say pretty much all my fans. Of course, if they get creepy, then things might change.
As far as I go, I don't think Dad's gotten he
Yeah,
might have definitely gotten creepy about us, but not
yeah,
me.
yeah.
But
Let, go ahead.
you're basing on that whether you will have to deal with me or one day that Crossy's going to just kick me off this show.
Let's see. Well, okay. Yeah, Metal says it's 30 Fahrenheit, yet it's only 54 Fahrenheit, but it will be 30 Fahrenheit around 1 or 2. Uh, this would be more effective if we could hear you guess. Oh, you guys can't hear pastry? Okay, why is it not picking up the desktop audio?
They told me they could hear me.
Uh,
Maybe they're just joshing you.
maybe.
Maybe they're.
They should be able to hear you now.
Heyo, guys, girls, and everyone in between. Can you guys hear me now? Either say no or I regret my life's decisions.
If you can't hear her, say yes. If you can hear her, say yes.
I can't hear her. What's wrong with me?
I don't know.
Is the king's kid? Is the king's kid talking?
No.
Because I cannot hear her.
Oh, good for you. Let's see. Let's see. Good Night Spoon does his things about the mummy. Massive Panda says, "Oh yeah, how was Con by the way? And which one was it? It was one called Pop Culture Canada. They have a whole bunch throughout Ontario, as far as I know. I've been to a couple of them. This one was in Hamilton. I paid like $40 to get in plus tax, I think. So, that wasn't. That was good. What I paid for to get in, and of course that's Canadian. Um,
The metal said that he enjoyed not being able to hear me.
yes, I was getting to that. But unfortunately, I did not sell much. I only sold like 3 comics, unfortunately. So there's that. Let's see. Goodnight Spoon says, I'm pretty sure he identifies as a werewolf now. Cause he sucks. Oh, I might be thinking of Dracula. Okay, and you read Metals. Goodnight Spoon says, I'm outside of that spectrum. Joshua says, Goodnight Spoon is beyond human. Massive Panda says, I can hear somebody now. Uh,
Somebody would be more accurate than she or her. So congratulations.
well, it all
Your
depends.
hearing is better than Crossy.
Well, I substituted his word just to please you. It would depend, and it depends on your perspective for the word.
Uh,
Goodnight Spoon says, yes, Rob Zombie created me, but before he made bad movies. Metal says, are you, you are transitioning between Rob's good music and bad movies. And we are caught up with the chat.
Congratulations.
Oh, now we not caught up with the chat, and good night. Spoon says exactly, and now we are caught up with the chat.
Oh man, gotta love fans or friends or whatever you call your base messing things up.
Hey, they can mess things up all they want.
Yeah.
Just as long as they clean it up.
Oh man.
Although they might have to clean it up at their house, not mine. Because I don't know where this mess is, though. Have they made a mess? Is this mess tangible?
I don't know. I'm saying a mess of your chat.
Well, if my fans are making a mess of my chat, then they should definitely be cleaning it up. They're making a mess. Whoever makes a mess is supposed to clean it up, right?
Goodnight Spoon says friends.
Friends,
Oh man.
I love and caring and praying for you.
Oh man. So whatever happened to your other YouTube channel?
What, Pied Piper of Hamilton?
Yes.
It's still there, I'm just not doing a lot with it at the moment. It's for games and snacks and whatever else. That's
I want some snacks.
It's about me talking about going out, grabbing Canadian snacks, tasting them, and trying to let you know what they taste like.
Oh man. Uh. Imagine if I lived in Canada right now.
You'd probably feel comfortable.
With what?
I don't know. This, that, maybe everything.
Yeah. Hopefully I'd be comfortable with my lack of gender there.
Probably with some people you would.
Yeah, that's understandable. Now the question is Canada more LGBTQ plus friendly, or is the states?
Probably Canada. Well, especially like Ontario, where I live. I'm not sure so much out west, or well, part of out west would be Vancouver because they're Hollywood North.
I'm surprised you know the answer to this question.
Well, that's from my perspective, from the little bit I know of things going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, let's see what else. This looks like Hollow Knight character, but manly. Okay, I have no idea what that means.
It's like a video game, I think.
Ah. Metal says we used to do gaming from time to time. Yeah. Good night. Spoon says, Rick, let's discuss the cube test. What the heaven is the cube test? I'm not sure whether I want to know. Massive Panda says, what kind of snacks does Canada have to offer? Well, I will give you the link to the Pied Piper of Hamilton. Actually, it might even be in the description, Mighty. Let's see. Rumble, Parlor. And obviously, you don't want to be doing this right now, but you can be going over to the Pied Piper of Hamilton when we're not, live. And you gotta.
Yeah.
And You can check out the various snacks that Canada does have.
Imagine. Wait, I don't think I'm subscribed to your channel. I'm not subscribed to the pipe.
Pied Piper of Hamilton. There
I
is
swear.
there is
I
a link,
swear.
there is a link to
I
the Pied
swear.
Piper of Hamilton.
I swear. If my sketchbook comes on again, he's gonna think I'm freaking tipsy or something. I swear, I'm sober. Wouldn't be on this stream if I wasn't.
Oh, and there's some reaction stuff. The snacks are way down there.
But yeah. But honestly, I'm just an idiot sometimes
You're
with
Ameri-
life.
Are you an American idiot?
Yes,
Not a Canadian idiot?
I'm an American idiot. Yes.
Okay, let's see what Goodnight Spoon says. Think of an open field. How big is this field? What is it filled with? What are the surroundings like? The cube test is another personality test, which doesn't surprise me given who is asking about it.
What's the cube test? Exactly.
According to Metal, it's a personality test. Joshua says, "Are you drawing Vega?" I don't know what I'm drawing. Could be Vega.
Why don't you go ahead and shoot us a link to this personality test on the chat in the chat so that we can go ahead and take it on air. Give us a new thing to go ahead and question about our lives.
Goodnight Spoon says, "I have no idea what you're talking about. No idea what that means. We've never met before today. This is my first day."
Are you talking about me?
No, Goodnight Spoon. Good night. See, the problem is, and I'm not going to say it, but Goodnight Spoon is a long time follower of this channel, but not under that name. Although he'll 100% deny this.
Is he Joshua?
No, he is not Joshua.
That was just a guess.
Because Joshua's in the chat too, so let's see. Good night,
That says nothing. That
True.
says nothing.
True. But
They both could be Joshua.
let's say Goodnight Spoon says, "Think of a cube. How big is the cube? What is it made of? And what is the surface like? What color is it? Where is the field it's in? Where is the field it's in? I can give you a clue. I can give you a clue as to what field this thing is in. Just let me. I gotta get to it. Let's see.
I'm gonna go ahead and click into. Think of a cube. Okay. Let me think about this.
Are you sure you can think about it?
I'm still trying to think of it. Okay. Think of the cube. How big is the cube? It is a 4x4. What is it? What is it made out of? Ice.
No, stone. See? I've got the cube right here. The Canadian Shield's about to lift it off the ground. See? He's lifting it off
No,
the
I'm
ground.
talking about myself. I'm talking about my answer.
He's now throwing the cube. I don't know where the cube's going to land, though. This is where it was, but it's no longer there.
You want to know what would be fun?
I don't know.
If we were to just do a ton of personality tests on this channel for a stream.
Maybe.
Just go ahead and...
Okay, so good night, Spoon. You said you didn't have the privilege of posting links. Now you do.
Now deal with it. So, if I have a question for your base. If you want me to stay, press 1. If you want me to leave, press 2. I'm trying to see what my base truly, or what your base truly thinks about me.
Good night, Spoon says, nuts, responsibility, and then posts the link. Or a link. Metal puts 3, and Metal says you should sub to X Dynamis Chaos and catch my shorts. I may or may not already be subscribed. I don't know, but let's find out.
Why did you lose your shorts?
I don't know.
Did they fly away or something?
One glad morning they flew away.
Oh man, I think the metal is used to my shenanigans.
Okay, so I was not subscribed to X Dynamis Chaos, but I am now.
Do you want to know something that if you're not doing, then you're definitely are making one fatal flaw in your life? Guess what I'm gonna say?
I do not know.
If you're not doing this one thing, then you're definitely doing something wrong with your life.
Okay, so here is the personality test. Okay, if this says I'm crazy, it's not my responsibility.
Same here.
Okay, so
why don't you shoot me a link to it?
It's in the chat.
Alright.
Posted by Goodnight Spoon. Okay, so I move this down a bit. Let's see what people are seeing for it. Okay.
Okay, I see. Oh man. This is definitely gonna be an interesting time. Yeah. Is pastry? I'm gonna switch what Joshua says just so that Joshua should know better by now, but is pastry gonna take a test to see if they are a psychopath like Dillard? Or a sociopath? Let's see.
Okay, let's see. Metal said, I didn't lose them. I'm taking them off and throwing it at everybody. Ew.
Think of an open field. How big is this field? What is it? How big is this field? What is this field? What is this? What is it filled with? What are the surroundings like? Now think of a cube. I'm thinking of a different cube now. How big is this cube? I'm gonna say, if you were to climb on top of it, then you can definitely see over all the trees in my field.
Okay.
How long is this ladder? Think of a ladder. How long is this ladder? Long and, where is this ladder located in your field? What is this distance between the ladder and the cube? So my ladder is pretty much the size of my cube, and it's right up against my cube, as if you wanted to go ahead and climb on top of it or something. Think of a horse. What color is this horse?
It's a horse of a different color.
Brown. What is this horse doing?
Hey!
Walking.
Hello, Mike. How are you doing?
And
thanks-
where is it? Oh, oh.
I was just saying, thanks for the like and the share. Yeah, sorry I missed your stream earlier.
Where is it in relation to your cube? It's kind of far away. Think of flowers. Where are these flowers in your field? How many are there? My field is covered with them. Think of the weather in this field. I gotta think of weather too? Alright. Is it raining?
Hey,
No.
hey,
Sunny? Snow? No.
Hey, Rebellious, it's up to you whether you do it or not.
What? Are you saying that I'm gonna end up becoming a psychopath like Dillard?
No.
Or sociopath?
Hey, Roberts, how are you?
Alright, and then how big is the storm? Or think of a storm. What distance is the storm in the cube? And it is just passing through.
Okay, are there more things here?
Alright, now that you have a clear picture of your field and everything in it, it's time to see what it says about who you are. The field. The field represents your mind. It's the size of your representation of your knowledge of the world.
Okay.
How vast is your How vast your personality is. The condition of the field.
Okay, can
I didn't even think of the condition of this field.
Okay, can you hold your vision of all this stuff that they said beforehand for these 7 things? No, I'm not talking to an AI program. I have on with me a friend and subscriber to the channel and part of the channel for a year or so now, Rebellious Pastry. And thanks to the suggestion of Goodnight Spoon, we're going through this personality test. She's done these 7 questions that you, or whatever you want to call them, on screen. Actually, technically, I think there's more than 7 questions in here, but 7 points, we shall say. So she did it, and hopefully she can hold on to the thoughts of what this all meant for her. She read it. I tried to keep up, but I want to go through it step by step, saying my stuff as I go along. You know, it is my it is my channel. They want me. Okay, think of a field. How big is your field? How big is it? Infinite. It goes on forever. What is?
Hey, you're stealing my answers.
What is it filled with? Grass and weed and what? What fields are supposed to be filled with?
Weed?
Just free growing wheat. The long stalks here and there. Or I think it would be wheat. I don't know what all is.
Remember, you're on the stream with someone from Colorado.
Yeah.
Uh,
What are
um,
the surroundings like? Peaceful? Think of a cube. How big is the cube? Well, I'm gonna go big. And what is it made of? Uh, it's gonna be made of stone. Um, it's gonna be rough. There's gonna be dents and probably holes or whatever cracks throughout it. What color is it? Gray. Where is it in the field? Um, Nowhere in particular. Um, where is the cube? On the ground, floating? Oh, it's on the ground. Is it transparent? If so, can you see inside it? No, it's not transparent. Think of a ladder. How long is the ladder? The ladder is long as it needs to be. Where is the ladder located in your field? And what distance is there between the ladder and the cube? I'm gonna say it's lying on the ground next to the cube. I see a Rubik's cube, says Robert Roberts. Good night, Spoon. Says I choose a large grassy wheat field with a smooth, large black metallic cube, infinite ladder made of wood, far from the cube in the foreground. My horse was brown and grazing close to the cube. Okay. 5 yellow flowers, sunset or sunshine, storm in the distance between mountains, but it is just passing through. Let's see. Okay, we did ladder. Think of a horse. What color is my horse? I'm gonna go green. It's my favorite color. We have a
wait,
green horse.
a green horse?
Yes. Nobody said you had to go within the norms.
Okay. But yeah, you go in the norms all the time, huh?
For certain things not. When creativity is involved, sometimes I go out of the norms. What is the horse doing? I was gonna say grazing earlier, but I think the horse is just running around having fun. And where is it in relation to the cube? Sometimes it's close to the cube, sometimes it's far away, depending on, you know, it's playing in the thing. Think of flowers. Where are they in your field and how many? There's lots and they're intermittent all over the place in the field. Think of the weather. Is it rainy, sunny? Is your field foggy? No, it's sunny, nice, bright, clear. No storms anywhere. Think of a storm. Why am I thinking of a storm? There's no storms around.
Oh man.
Am I afraid of this storm coming? Although I can't see it? I don't know. Is it a big storm? No, because there is no storm. Is it just passing through? Of course it's not passing through. It's not even around. Okay, so with that said, let's see. Okay, before moving on to the interpretation of your vision, reimagine the entire scenario once more. Make sure that the image in your head is clear. I might even suggest writing it down. How to interpret your vision. Now we have a clear picture of your field and everything in it. It's time to see what it says about who you are. Below, you will find select sections corresponding to each element in your vision, e.g., the cube, the field, etc. Hey, you know what? They never asked about people in this field. Are there any people in this field? Scan scan the table for your answers. Note, if none of the options below feels quite right, choose the closest match. Okay, so we have a nice grassy field here. What does it look like? Uh, the field represents your mind, as it is the size It is the size and representation of your knowledge of the world and how vast your personality is. The condition of the field, dry, grassy, well trimmed, is what your personality looks like at first glance.
Oh man. What was your answer for this first question?
Okay, field condition, dry and dead, definitely not. Grassy and healthy, well trimmed. You are analytical and wouldn't say it was well trimmed, so I guess mine is grassy and healthy.
Mine is dead. My grass is dead. Okay. And then describe, yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
So 69%
and then,
said the same thing as me,
uh,
and 14% said dry and dead. 18% said well trimmed.
huh,
Or cube. The cube
the cube.
represents you. The size of the cube is your ego. Oh man.
Damn. I guess my ego is taller than a tree.
The surface of the cube represents what is visually observable about your personality. Or maybe it's what you want others to think about you. The texture of the cube, smooth, rough, bumpy, etc., represents your nature.
So for this one, what was your answer?
Okay, let's see. Well, I said mine was big. Obviously, I said it was gray and it was, you know, probably rocky, bumpy, rough. Uh,
Huh?
so let's see. Okay, interpretation smooth. You are a gentle person who takes care not to hurt others or make them feel uncomfortable. Rough.
That's
You
me.
rough. You are more straightforward and tend to be honest in everything you say, no matter how it might affect the person you're talking to. Bumpy or spiky. Spiky was way too much. You have a tendencies to criticize others in an attempt to make them feel inferior to you. Well, that's definitely not me.
That's definitely not you. What was the texture of your cube?
I said rough, so did remember saying rough. Cracks and stuff like that.
Mine
Indentation.
was, yeah, mine was smooth.
The color of your cube is more an in-depth analysis of yourself. Each color represents an emotion and an entirety of personality altogether. However, these are the most common. Red, you are physically active and enjoy sensory experiences. Uh, you are sociable and cherish individuality. Blue, you are intelligent and respect others' ideals. Violet, you are intelligent and a bit of a perfectionist. You are also mysterious. Gray, you are self confident, independent, and not easily rattled. Well, that definitely sounds
Um,
a lot like me.
guess who else's um like cube in their mind was gray?
Who?
Me.
Oh,
This quiz is kind of whack. All right, continue.
Black, you have a strong sense of individuality and independence, and you put a high value on alone time. Actually, that there's a little bit of me in that one. And black is close. Gray is close to black, right? So,
Wait, so your cube was black?
no, it was gray. I'm just saying, that in this, I almost see there's a lot of the what I see myself in a lot of these. You're kind, independent, and self-reliant. The gray, black, and white. I see myself in. Um, uh, you know what? Maybe not red and yellow or blue or
Let's see.
Probably the bottom three. Feel I fit, too. So all of them, but that's my own opinion.
As for me, what color would have you said my cube was? If you were to look at this from what you know about me.
Uh, Probably definite. I'd say yellow and blue. Yellow or blue.
I can see that, yes. Let's see here. Other cube characteristics. A cube with transparent surface means you tend to let others know how you feel on the inside. You are confident enough to show your inner thoughts, and you are deeply sincere. A cube made out of water or ice indicates that you let external elements influence you completely. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Howl that cube means that you hollow. Sorry, means that you are primarily concerned with your outside appearance, with far less care with what's going on within. However, this does not mean that you have nothing to alter on the inside. A cube made out of metal or rock indicates that you have a solid integrity. Your personality is so strong it cannot be bent or influenced by any external force. You are dominant and consistent.
Well, that's would be part of mine too because I did say it was rock. So
I said my mind was like, yeah, this sucker's made out of metal.
let's see what in the chat we hear. Filled with weeds, I recall, said Robert.
Oh man.
Let's see. Good night, Spoon says my cube was surprisingly larger than my horse. Robert said stone cube. Good night, Spoon says technically my cube was pearlescent. I believe they chose ice first. Okay.
I chose ice first, and then I wanted to like rethink everything.
Okay, so now we're gonna.
I wasn't thinking very like much about it, but now that I'm actually seeing the whole picture, I do say metal.
Okay, 88% chose smooth for their surface, 10% chose rough, and 3 bumpy or spiky. Okay, now we got our ladder.
Would you say that? Wait, Crossy, would you say that my cube's surface is smooth?
It's
If you were to go ahead and
yeah,
judge how I am?
yeah. Although there parts of it can be rough, I think too, because
Yeah.
you tend to be straightforward, somewhat, and honest, you know. At least in my interaction with you.
Yeah, I'm very honest.
Okay, the latter. The latter represents 2 different aspects of your life: your goals and your friendships. First, look at the ladder, and ladder says about your goals. Um, I said mine was as long as it needs to be.
Oh man, I said mine is as long as the cube.
So that if you had a big cube, then it's
My cube is larger than a tree.
okay. So it's probably very long.
Yes.
So I think I could take both of these with saying it's as long as it needs to be. Yeah, so can be short or it can be long. Your goals are realistic and simple. Your goals are far more. Your goals are far fetched and difficult to attain. Both are true because I can be very realistic and simple in how I do things, but I do have some goals, like, that are going to be difficult to obtain.
Oh man, I have like almost all of my goals in life are going to be difficult to obtain.
Well, I said mine was right next on the ground next to it, so this has to be near for me. You're putting maximum effort and focus into achieving your goals.
Yeah, I said the ladder is on the cube.
So that's near it.
If you say so.
Well, it's certainly not off in the distance, is it?
No.
Which would make it very far away. Or far away. You aren't putting much thought or effort into achieving your goals. And again, that of course would not be you because you're focusing a lot on doing your animation. You're going to college probably for that sort of stuff.
Our obligation, but yeah.
Yeah. So you are putting, what you can, your effort into achieving your goal of becoming, well, I was saying an animator, but I know you, actually, I remember saying what you were going to what you were going to think for. So I'm not going to.
I think that was after stream chat, but yeah.
Yeah, that was, and that's why I'm not going to say what it was because I don't want to.
Yes.
uh, Good Night Spoon says, Team Metal Rock. And then it says, Team Unrealistic Goals. Oh, okay. Now the location and materials of your ladder can also tell how close you are with your friends. You guessed it. The closer the ladder is to the cube, the stronger the ladder is, and the better is for your friendships. Okay.
The closer to the cube.
Okay. If your ladder is near the cube, you are very close with your friends. It is actually leaning on the cube. It means your friends can lean on you for support. Okay, well,
Yep.
that mine isn't leaning on, but it's right next to it, so on the ground. And to be, leaned up against it to get on top of it if need be, So, you have a hard time opening up to people and letting them get close to you. Ooh, I can, I do,
Shoot.
I do have a hard time letting people do get close to me. But once they are, I am, most of my friends can, you know, lean on me for support in whatever way. I would say so.
So it depends on like where the ladder is
Yeah,
at that time.
yeah. Apparently, this ladder's getting up and walking around a lot.
Oh man. But yeah, my ladder was on the cube.
I never even thought of the materials mine was made of.
I think. Oh yeah, I thought of wood.
I probably did too. Just thinking, but it could have been metal. Let's see. The stronger the material, e.g., stone, metal, the stronger the bond. A weak ladder indicates a weak bond between you and those around you. I think it would have been, even if it was made of wood, it would have been a solid ladder. Not,
Yeah. Same here.
not
It
like
was
a
a
rickety,
solidly wood. It was a solidly wooden ladder.
not like a rickety old.
Rickety.
Yes, rickety.
Uh,
The pun was not intended, but hey, we'll take it.
Oh man. But yeah, continue.
The horse. Okay, the horse represents your ideal partner. It could be playing, running around, grazing right next to your cube, or clear across the field.
Let's see here.
Good night. Good night, Spoon says hashtag Team Hard Wood. Oh, wait a second.
I said I said grazing.
Yeah, okay.
Your ideal partner is calmly and fully committed to you. And then your horse's color isn't on here. Crossy.
Okay. Yeah, let's see. Interpretation. Playing. Your ideal partner doesn't take life too seriously and or get down bogged by the little stuff. Sleeping or grazing. Your ideal partner is calm and fully committed to you. Okay. Horse's color. Interpretation. Brown. Your prize comfort and reliability above all. Otherwise, you don't have a specific set of expectation for your partner. Your ideal partner is dominant, seductive, and sophisticated. Wait, you value loyalty more and trust more than anything else in a relationship. Uh
I said brown.
yeah, and like you said, mine isn't on there, so probably I would think white would be it otherwise. Because I know myself, I do value loyalty and trust a lot in relationships. If somebody breaks that,
Yeah, understandable. And then
I'll keep reading for green says good night. Okay, we're gonna click playing. Oh, 8% said playing, 20% said running, 23 said sitting, and 48% said other. If your horse is a completely different color than the ones listed above, think of Wizard of Oz. It means you value originality and independence in your partner.
wow, that was totally different than you wanted.
Well,
Oh man.
it doesn't mean, the one isn't, both can be true because I can see this too, you know. You want to be with someone who fascinates you and challenges you. One more factor to consider about the horse is the distance from the cube. If it's very near the cube, indicates that you prefer relationships where you spend most of your time with your partner. If the horse is a bit further away from the cube, it indicates a need for a partner who will understand and accommodate your desire for alone time. And like I said, mine was going off and back and forth, so I guess
Mine was mine was very far away from my cube.
so I would say that means I want both. Or
Mine is very far away from the cube.
okay, so 9% for other, 22% for white, 15% for black, and 53% for brown. Okay, now for the flowers. The flowers represent your family and friends. The number of flowers reflects your popularity, and the location indicates how close you are with your social group. Somehow I think this is going to be totally off for me with what I said.
Yeah. I said that there's flowers all around.
Um, just a few. You're close with your family and have a small, tight knit group of friends. Um, that's probably closer to me. With this, then the next one, your social butterfly with your family and friends, too numerous to count. You'll never be lonely. That
Okay.
that doesn't really. Well, that does, but doesn't. Um,
I think I think that number includes my fan base.
yeah. Well, to me, I would say it also supposed to would include my brothers and sisters in Christ, because there's a lot of people who worship Christ, and we're supposed to be I wouldn't say close, but it's hard to.
Yeah. The thing is
Or
that there's so many different kinds of Christianity.
well, it's not even that. It's yeah. There's different denominations,
Denominations.
but that I wouldn't even say that's what matters because like I can get along with I'm evangelical Pentecostal, uh, but I can just as easily get along with a Baptist or whatever. You know, I think it in a lot of ways has to do with I'm not sure how to put it exactly how they how they view their how I was gonna say how much they emphasis they put on it, but their relationship with Christ. But I'm not even sure whether that's the right way to say it. But anyways, let's not stick on that for now. I don't wanna.
Yeah. I
Okay.
said infinite.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Let's see. The weather in your field reflects the general outlook on life. There's a reason we have expressions like when it rains, it pours. Rain. Rain symbolizes the problems in your life. The harder the rain, the bigger the problems. Fog. You feel uncertainty in life and maybe struggling with your identity. Wind. You tend to worry about future issues. You generally don't let them get you down for long. And sun. You're optimistic and carefree.
Let's see here. Um, rain. I definitely didn't say rain. Fog. Not exactly. I didn't say any of these.
What did you say? What was the
I said slightly chilly.
Well, that could be due to a wind chill factor.
Oh yeah. What did they say for wind again?
You tend to worry about
Worried
future
about future issues.
and don't let. Although I've got my sunshine, but I think I have a slight breeze.
Oh man, I swear, the wind chill.
Uh,
Eh.
the storm, the strength and position of your storm reflects the stress you're feeling in life. As you probably guessed, the stronger the storm, the closer the cube, the higher your stress level. If you imagine a storm raging above your cube, it might be a good idea to work on reducing stress in your daily life. Well,
Now, here's the thing. I said in the background. I said in the background. And then strong in the background.
okay, so let's see. Well, you aren't immune to mild and just passing through. While you aren't immune to stress, you know all things must pass. So, when strong in the eye of the storm, when you stress, you go all in and have a very hard time pulling yourself out again. In the background, any obstacles that might be causing you grief are not at the forefront of your mind. You are good at managing your anxiety right above the cube. You're deeply affected by the stress you have a hard time seeing past it to get back to the bigger picture. Well, since I said that it was basically
Yeah.
nowhere to be seen, I guess that's in the background. And I think that, you know, for the most part, is me. I can see a little bit of mild just passing through for me.
Now how accurate was this test to you?
I'm saying partly.
Same here. If you were to think about which part of your field is the least accurate.
I don't know.
As for me, I would probably say that I am more of a grass is well trimmed person. Not like the grass is dead. But the thing is that think about this. In my field, there was tons of trees. It was more of like a forest.
Then you didn't have a field. You had a forest.
Oh man.
And that might have
No
been your
wonder.
that might have been your problem.
Yeah.
You did not go by the rules. You were supposed to imagine a field, not a forest. Maybe in this field you could have a couple trees, but not a lot.
And this, my friend, is why I do not do these things very often, even though I sometimes do. Man, don't follow the rules. Gee, what is my name? Oh yeah, right, Rebellious Pastry. Rebellious Pastry.
So I think the thing that was most off was the flowers for me.
The flowers are not off for me. So, like, is how big the cube is inaccurate.
No, like I thought that was fairly right on. Like the biggest one that wasn't, was the flowers. Because I had said there was lots, in different spots all throughout. You know,
I said infinite.
yeah.
Um,
Flowers are just part of a field to me. I don't think there's going to be one or two. I think there's going to be, a fair number, especially in an infinite field. Good night says, ha! It was actually a psychopath test in disguise. Just kidding.
so who's the psychopath then?
I enjoyed this. Thanks, Rick. Hey, Timothy, how are you? Okay.
Do you want to do the Are You a Psychopath test?
I've done it. I think I have.
And?
I'm not. Timothy says he is. This test is my modified version of an old personality test and is a bit more in depth. Some versions have you imagine a desert rather than a field, and others see the flowers as your children. The more flowers you imagine, more kids you want. Well, that would fit for me. I want lots of kids, although
that would kind of fit for me because I'm gonna just say this once, but I'm gonna plan on watching other people's children.
Yeah. Well, this is a test. Test is more fun than anything else. It should still help you understand a little bit more about yourself. Some answers may be more unique than what the interpretations you provide in this case, you can try best to find the closest approximation, or you can do a little reinterpreting of your own, which I did a little.
Yeah. I feel like we both had to do that. Excuse me.
Yeah. In the end, one of the great things about personality tests is their ability to get you thinking. So don't worry if the answers you don't get here feel super accurate. As long as you get to reflect on what would feel accurate or who you feel you are, it will have been a success.
Yeah, I feel like it's successful. How's this for an idea about what to do on your stream?
What?
Let's see here. I feel like, I don't know, part of the test pretty much was like indirectly saying I'm a workaholic.
Okay.
About, like, I don't know what part of the ladder. But yeah. So, have any other personality test across these warriors?
I'm sure Goodnight Spoon could find more. He,
I have a
like-
question for you, Crossy. Have you ever taken the Myers-Briggs?
It sounds familiar. I might have.
It has a ton of letters as a result.
I'm not. Like I said, I'm not completely sure, but I might have.
Just so you know, with how long the um with how long the Myers-Briggs test is, you would probably have to do it on a different stream.
Goodnight Spoon says, I don't personally agree with the assertion that my ego is bigger than a horse.
I
Hey.
guess my ego is bigger than a horse too.
Well, good night. It all depends on how big that horse is.
Oh,
Because
man.
there are mini horses. Or small horses, whatever. Let's see. Timothy says, "What's up, pastry?"
Hey Timothy, long time no see, for me anyway. I haven't seen you in a good bit. Why have you been avoiding my stuff? Just kidding.
Because he's getting ready to launch a campaign in about another week.
But yeah, like this ignorance have pretty much been since the beginning of 2022 at least.
He was out of incommunique for a while.
Uh,
He wasn't communicating with anybody.
Timothy, are you okay?
He moved a couple times in that span.
Okay. This is probably one of the reasons of why my ladder is up against my my cube. Here's whenever someone drops contact, I always get concerned about why they've lost contact with me. Like, is so and so okay?
And as for whether Timothy is okay, like he's never okay. He's Timothy.
But in all seriousness, are you okay, Timothy?
Timothy says, was moving from Texas to Idaho and back. Well, he never said the back, but I know he went back.
But yeah, hopefully you're doing okay.
And let's see. Goodnight Spoon says, which MBIT test are you talking about? 16P or Sarcanova?
I'm talking about the Myers-Briggs, which is neither.
Jeff Pott says, I hate editing. I agree with you. It's a pain. Timothy says aces. So that's meaning he's good. Goodnight Spoon says potato poaching. I don't know what potato poaching is, but okay.
So, out of everything that Q test said, which one do you think is the most accurate?
Out of what?
Like, out of everything it said about you, which one's the most accurate? Like, the cube test.
Yeah. Oh, cube. For some reason, you're saying cube, and I'm hearing IQ.
I bet you that would have been way lower for me. but that's beside the point. Um, let's just say, I don't do the best. I'm not like the highest. I never got the highest grades for anything, but I definitely didn't get the lowest grades on everything. Math is a nightmare for me.
I was good at math.
Uh, how were you in
My
English?
my English sucked.
I do okay in English, but I'm bad at math. Like, tell me how a ton of alphabet soup with numbers in it is supposed to make sense.
Well, Tamel, well, first of all, I need some clarification on what you mean there.
Let's see here. What did I do other than complain about my life in that class? I oh yeah, we're completing the square.
Okay, when completing the square, what?
It's converting from standard form to vertex form.
Okay, I have no idea what you're even talking about now.
It's math.
It ain't no math I ever heard.
Okay, we're talking about like functions.
Functions of what?
Functions like functions of a line.
The line is supposed to be straight or curved, depending whether it's a square or a circle,
Oh,
or some
man.
other shape.
What kind of math did you take?
Let's see. Vertex, Metal says vertex is where you take a quadratic formula and make it graphable. I probably did something like that, but
What kind of math were you in?
let's see. He puts in an equation f with x in brackets equals a with x minus h with 2 plus k. So you got it
F of
all.
x equals um a times x minus h um
Now that I
two,
understand.
times 2 plus k.
Now that I understand, you got to find out the value of each of those to find the answer. What is the value of f? So there's another equation that'll tell you the value of f. There's another thing that'll tell you x. There's another one that'll tell you a and h and k.
Oh man.
And
Y'all are giving me a headache
then again,
that I started.
then again, if you know what f and x equals together, you might be able to figure out, you know, the opposite side, depending on.
Yeah. Um yeah. But English is going better for me than math.
Yeah. I use I Okay, so Goodnight Spoon said you're half right. 16p is a big five in disguise. Not sure what that means. Jeff Potts is shilling. All right for that. Shilling his book, shilling his channel, and shilling his email list to find out about what's going on with him. Goodnight Spoon. This is for your guest because I can't find the hair one. I guess he put up the an IQ test there, multi-phase there. And of course I read medals all two things. Timothy Olson says public school math. um, Goodnight Spoon says, guys, I've never met Run. I posted another test flight request. Well, maybe if you're here next week, Goodnight Spoon, and you want to post that, maybe we'll go through it with whoever means here. Who's ever here if they want to.
Imagine if it was me again.
Uh,
Just imagine what nightmare it would be. Just kidding. Oh man, I honestly feel like I do more self-deprecating jokes on other people's shows than I am on my own.
yeah. Let's see. Timothy says at the middle, I am a moron, so I don't get math. Uh, Metal says fx means function of x. It's basically you can also be written as y equals ax with x minus h in brackets 2 plus k, where y and x are coordinates on any point of the curve. So you just substitute x for whatever point on the curve that you want,
Let's just say that
and y as
I'm
well.
definitely more of a left brain than a right brain. Ooh, I have a good idea for life. Let's go ahead and do a left brain versus right brain test.
Um, Good night, Spoon.
Would you
I only
would you
found the
say
cube one interesting.
would you say Crossy? Would you say you're more of a left brain or a right brain?
I don't know. I forget what the difference is supposed to be.
Let's see here. Left brains are more like me. Right brains are more like it's like it is creative versus logical.
Believe it or not, I'd say I'm probably close to equally both because I can be very, very logical and doing a comic book universe. I'd say it can be very creative.
Let's see what the test says.
Let's see. I use my whole brain. Well, since it's probably going to take more than 12 minutes, we can do it next week.
Oh right, you have a time limit on your show, right?
Well, I try to. I don't have a
Oh.
time limit. I could technically go longer if I wanted to, but I don't want to.
Guess who went on for 3 hours instead of 2 because his chat wanted it?
You?
I said his.
Oh. Uh, uh, Sci-fi?
But honestly, yes. But honestly, if you wanted to call me a he, I would be at least slightly more happy than a she.
I'm not sure whether that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Right. Let's see here. If you were to call me a he, then it would be a similar problem, but the opposite. Now, what the hell are you drawing?
I have no idea. I am drawing. Well, I sort of know an Orkian.
What is that?
Have you never heard of Mork and Mindy? Mork from Ork?
You're starting to sound like my math homework.
Well, Mork and Mindy is an old TV show, and Mork was an alien from the planet Ork. And this is
wow, you're really aging yourself here. Congratulations.
Do I say thank you, I guess. I'm not sure whether to say thank you or you're welcome.
Oh man.
Metal says he uses his whole brain. I agree. That's me. What good night spoons? What's relative? Timothy says I am creative. Typo. Can you Can I call you pastry? Goodnight Spoon says, Rick, you kept me up past my bedtime. I'm blaming Math Guy Jr. Metal says,
All right, so
Metal said earlier that it's just basic algebra. I agree with him.
uh,
Um,
call me rebellious or pastry or some combination. But literally anything, any pronoun you could think of would be better than she. Call me a he. Still wouldn't recommend it, but am I still on the show? Yes,
yeah.
I am. It just got too quiet. Like your background noise wasn't even on. That's why I got concerned. I'm like, did I get kicked off of your show? Jeez.
Timothy
Alright,
says,
nah.
you are old, Rick. Jeff Potts goes, rebellious pastry? And Timothy goes, rebastry.
But seriously, as soon as my Inktober stuff is over with, one of the first polls I'm gonna do that's not related to Inktober is gonna be, what the hell does my fan base call me? Of course, with nicer words. Like, because I'm kind of curious to see if they call me rebellious, pastry, both, or something else that is along the lines of rebellious pastry.
What if they call you late for supper?
I've been late for supper a few times.
I never asked if you've been late for supper. What if they call you late for supper?
Be better than a lady. That'd be better than a lady
If they call you late
or
for
a
supper,
woman.
if they call you late for supper, that means you're getting nothing to eat. Well, it depends
Whatever.
on
There's a McDonald's down the street. There's a McDonald's down the street, Crossy. I also have a ton of leftovers in my fridge. Fight me. I have plenty to eat.
So, are you saying nobody's calling you for supper? So you gotta fend
No.
for yourself?
Yes. No one ever calls me for supper anymore.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You've been Joshified.
Joshified?
I'm pretty sure. Renegade Donut is in the chat and says, I'll fight you.
Imagine if me and Crossy were to actually have fisticuffs. Who do you think would win? Who would win?
Sounds like a threat. By fisticuffs, do you mean an actual fight? Physical fight?
Yes! Yes.
Well, you'd probably win for one reason.
What?
I wouldn't hit you.
Remember, the whole you cannot hit a lady does not apply to me because I'm not a lady.
Well, you may not think you are, but I know you by definition gender are, or not gender, sex are. And pastry, I know this was a long time ago. I've taken a fist right between the eyes and just kept walking to somebody.
Oh, wow. I'm the type of person that's like I threaten to hit people, but most generally that threat is empty.
Metal says Rick wouldn't hit most people in general. He's a teddy bear. This is true too. But and
Just
here and again, this isn't quite a while ago too. If there was a truck, a pickup truck, a small one, mind you, on stilts or whatever. It was up on things, and I was able to move it a fraction of an inch sideways.
Hmm.
Not much, but it was enough to. The other people that were with me said, "Oh, you can't move it sideways." And once they saw that I was able to do a little bit, they got with me and we all pushed it sideways. I'm trying not to toot my own horn, but if I went hit you and I didn't hold back, I would hurt you very much, and I wouldn't want to do that.
Oh man. um, but imagine if you tried to do that and then missed.
Yeah, but then I'm not sure how strong you are, but I'm not sure how much damage you could actually do to me unless you kicked me in the groin.
That's exactly what I do.
But then again, you've got to get close enough too.
But if you try to hit me and then I were to go and then you were to miss and then I'd be close enough to hit you in the groin.
I might be close enough because in missing, I might have went beyond you. Thus, I'm at your back, and you'd have to turn around.
Back kick. But yeah, we're both too nice to hit each other in actuality.
Yeah, and I had my cousin, a cousin attack me once, and he went to kick me, and I caught his foot in midair. Now, I'd say it was just luck. I'd say it was just luck too. You know, the grace of God. But you know, and I don't. Maybe I'm not sure whether I'm puffing myself up or whatever. But you know, and a lot of these feats were years ago, so I'm a little bit more out of shape, but I am still fairly strong. And I got
Cartoonists be like,
and I've got a lot of blubber protect me in the stomach area. Although that might not help. I don't know.
are you saying you're a little chubby?
I'm fat. I'm not a little chubby. I'm fat.
Oh man, I'm also a good bit overweight. Cartoonist. Let's just say that cartooning is not very like good if you're trying to lose weight.
Yeah, because you're in a chair all day.
Not all day. I have to walk from one chair to another at least.
Oh, that's a big move. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Timothy says, "So knock pastry to the pavement. You have the green light." Renegade Donut says, "I'll take you on in fisticuffs. Donuts don't have fists." Timothy says, "Show pastries. What's up in Canada?" Metal says, "Grind shots are a bad strategy. It usually backfires and makes the target angrier." True. I would say that would definitely probably make me angrier getting hit there, but it does take. Well, it depends on who you are and how tough you are. It does take you out a bit and leaves you possibly vulnerable, or gives the other person time to get away.
Yeah.
Let's see. Goodnight Spoon says, "Rick, I find discussion of fists and donuts to be inappropriate." So do I.
Oh.
Renegade Donut says, "I don't want to be fisted." Okay, that is bad, Renegade. Goodnight Spoon says, "Thanks for clarifying." And Timothy Olsen says, I am fat! Using the PH for fat.
Yeah. I feel like most cartoonists tend to be overweight.
When I was young, probably into my 20s, mid 20s, I was half decent sized weight, and then I started getting fat, probably in my 30s.
I'm guessing it's more of the cartooning lifestyle just got to you.
No, so I just don't go out and exercise. I don't exercise as much as when I was in my teens and all that. I used to ride a bike to get from here to there everywhere, and I don't do that much anymore. Well, I don't usually go out much anymore, unfortunately.
Why didn't you get out?
Nothing to do, nowhere to go, no money to do stuff.
I'll make this joke. But I guess you could go to a bar. Just kidding.
Yeah, well, no money for the bar. And why would I want to go to the bar? I'm not a practicing lawyer. Metal says, my friend that animates Corvid Kid is only like 100 pounds soaking wet. A lot of cartoonists I know are twigs. Yeah.
It seems like we're either twigs or we're fat.
Yeah. I knew a graphic artist that was thin. I wouldn't say, normal size, shall we say? Maybe not. A twig, not super thin, but not fat either, or close to fat. Not.
Yeah. Oh. Most generally, I think graphic artists either, like the ones that forget to eat are probably twigs.
No. But the other thing is, I don't know whether Metal's friend was married or not. That might help, because having a family life, although not that being married or anything will make you skinny. There's lots of fat married guys and fat married women, but depending on, you might change your lifestyle. Instead of sitting in front of a computer or at a table, maybe you're out more. Renegade Donut says I'm like 25 grams. That's fat for a donut. That's fat for a donut, Renegade. Well, I don't know whether it's fat for a donut. But that said, it is that time. In fact, it's a little past that time. Anything you'd like to promote, Pastry?
I would like to say or promote after I go ahead and go back into your chat because I pretty much drew almost the whole time. But let's see here. I'm almost always fumbling around with links, but you guys already know about my YouTube, and hopefully you. Oh, I accidentally reset my computer wallpaper. Didn't realize it, but it was about time anyway. Anyways, but so I have my YouTube, which I'm currently pulling up. Somehow within this stream's time, I dropped a sub. Someone probably had an.
Just assume it's YouTube doing it. Blame YouTube. It's easier. Blame YouTube.
I'm surprised that you're not just okay, blame my base.
No, because I know
yeah.
I know YouTube's more likely to take them away than somebody actually unsubscribe from from your base, unless
Yeah.
unless some person just subscribed not knowing what your channel was about, really, you know.
Yeah. Did any of Crossy's Warriors decide to unsubscribe to me? I will find your YouTube channel.
Yeah,
I know where to find it.
yeah. I'm surprised Renegade Donut didn't go and subscribe. We can give you an extra.
But
You might end
yeah,
up
please
seeing
follow me on
Renegade.
Instagram.
You might end up seeing Renegade Donut in your chat now. Trolling.
I think it's just another Joshua account.
Yeah, but hey, it's also another sub.
Yeah,
I don't know how
but
many. I don't know how many Joshua's accounts make up my base.
it's probably 714 of your subscribers.
I'd almost believe that.
But yeah, probably enough for you to get your community tab, at least.
Yeah. 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 So yeah, everybody go check out Pastry's YouTube and her Instagram.
And then you have a campaign, don't you?
Yes. I have, well, technically, I have two campaigns. We have our Indiegogo in demand, so people can still buy off that. But right now, if people are buying, I'm trying to get them to go to Kickstarter and kickstart the Kickstarter. We need another $191 there to get that funded, and we have like 12 days, 11 days, something like that. Goodnight Spoon says, I'm legally bound by maritime law to only subscribe to Rick and Rick like channels.
Oh,
Well,
I'm nothing like Crossy. I'm sorry. I'm like nothing like Crossy.
Metal says, I regularly unsubscribe for myself just to keep my ego in check. Also, for those have yet to, I guess it's in the description. I guess, subscribe to my Rumble channel, which is just Cross Comics. I'll get a link here for it in a second.
So, what is Rumble?
It's similar to YouTube. Um, right now, it's, well, you can do it two ways. You can um, do live streams, but you got to pay like $25 a month to be able to do it. Although you can get like super chats right away, but unless you have the fan base for it, it's not really worth it. But you can put up videos for free, whatever length videos.
Do you post the same stuff on both?
Um, there's a couple things that I think I got on there, and I'm just in the middle of trying to sync up my YouTube channel with it. So a lot of my stuff that's on YouTube previous is hopefully going to go over there.
Yeah. Is the algorithms better over there?
Um, it's a smaller thing, like last time I checked, I was one of the biggest art channels over there, and I have 169 subs.
Wow.
That's through live streaming and just putting videos up.
With how YouTube is going, Rumble might be the next YouTube.
Yeah.
Just saying.
That, Good Night Spoon says that's okay. I'm not a sailor. Metal says I've set my Rumble up just to scroll all my YouTube channels because I'm lazy. Good Night Spoon says Rick, wait. Sub to Timothy says sub to Rick's channels or he'll kill my family. No, I won't. We need to have a moment of silence to honor Angela Lansbury and Murder She Wrote. Yes, that was sad to hear that she died. What,
What
about a week?
happened?
I'm not sure whether you remember the show or know about the show Murder She Wrote.
No.
It's a show from the 80s. It was about a writer who solved crimes, murders. So, um, the main actress of that, Angela Lansbury, she died about a week ago.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry I don't know about that stuff.
Yeah, well, hey, you know, you're young.
Yeah.
It might have been less than a week ago, but it was last week sometime. So
What was
yeah,
the cause of death if you feel comfortable sharing?
I'm not sure offhand, but she was older, so it could have easily been just natural causes. Do you
Yeah.
know Good Night, Timothy? She wrote her last murder, says Timothy. Bad, bad, bad. Meadows like, I liked Murder She Wrote. Yeah, it was a good show. Uh, Good Night Spoon, but also Tea Kettle. She played in that movie that was horribly remade as For All I Know. Also, as much Metal says, almost as much as Columbo. Columbo is pretty boss. Another detective type story or character from 70s, 80s. But yeah, she had a big show. I'm not sure. Anybody know how many seasons Murder She Wrote had out there? I can find out. Murder She Wrote. 12 seasons.
Maybe the grass, maybe there's some dead patches in my field. Because, for whatever reason, whenever I think death, I automatically assume another type of death.
And it
I
went
don't
from that.
understand why.
It went from September 84 to May 96. Let's see, Angela Lansbury. See whether we can see anything else that she might have been in that.
But yeah, my mind's definitely an interesting place.
I can't. I'm on Wikipedia. I can't see her television stuff and thing and movie thing, but she did a few guest stars after that. You know, well, obviously, as I said, she guest starred a few times in Murder She Wrote. I mean, not Law and Order.
Okay, but yeah. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm keeping you away from your bed.
Oh, I'm not going to bed right away. I know that.
I might.
Timothy says 11 seasons. Well, we found out 12. Not bad. Beauty and Goodnight Spoon says Beauty and the Beast, Rick. I don't know what you mean by that. But with that said, we're cut up on the chat. Thanks, Pastry, for coming on the panel. Thank
You're
you,
welcome.
thank you, chat, for coming by and chilling with me as I drew a variety of whatever whacked things, And of course, keep on the eye out for the videos that I'll be putting up of Snowdrift pages and maybe Melvin pages. Did you see the most recent Melvin? Yeah, I think Timothy saw the most recent Melvin page video from yesterday. And we will see you next Tuesday. So
Bye.
we'll catch you all later. Bye for now. God bless. Love you all. Have a great and wonderful day, night, whatever it might be for you.
Bye.